Our superstar tonight.
Natalie.
How is everybody?
Great.
Can you see me okay?
Yeah, I can see you really good. You're gorgeous.
I
have to find a special spot in my house that like has enough light and that I can prop my phone up properly.
So Natalie, you deserve a proper introduction. By the way, I am recording this call.
Okay.
Just so everyone can get the benefit of this content for those that can't make TV that I can. Before I do that, let me just manage the mic bit here. I'm just going to mute everyone for a sec. And Natalie, you can unmute yourself if you don't mind when we're ready to go. So thanks everyone for joining, and I apologize for joining like right at 9 o'clock. I just this boy of mine is he's so much fun. Just always on my toes. So we made it just in time, and I'm super excited about this session tonight. I've been watching Natalie, I think, ever since I started using Isagenix, and just have seen her incredible content on Facebook, how she's really managed to transform her body, gain some major lean muscle. She's also super lean. I do find her a little bit overcritical of herself, but we'll talk about that in a different session. She posted, for anyone who saw it this morning, she said she was burning fat. I was going to say like on your earlobe, where girl? But you know, we're all our worst critic. And so tonight, what we're going to talk about, and I may, if I can whip it together during the session, I'm going to show some visuals, but most of you know Natalie, and she's going to be talking about, I called it Get Moving, but it's in general how to increase more exercise, how to get exercise into your day, even if you can't make it to a gym. So this woman's incredible in that her results have, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Natalie, but majority of her results have happened right in your home during a very busy work day. And she's basically made it a priority with no excuses. And she's figured out ways to use resources on the internet and different exercises that she learned. And she's pretty much taught herself. So incredibly informed and incredibly educated woman who's completely taught herself, which proves to me that anyone can do this if you decide and you put your mind to it and you figure out a plan. And the best, lots of people ask, what is the best exercise program? It is the one that you will do, right? So you don't need to, and I think Natalie's going to talk about this, but you don't need to overcomplicate that. So I love this woman. She is a ray of sunshine in our group, and has been, I like stalk her at sessions to ask her like what she's eating that day. And she's shared her plans with me and that type of thing. So she's always been such a great inspiration for me. And I'm going to hand it over to you, Natalie. And I did have some plans to do some visuals, but my day got away from me. So I may add some stuff that we talked about, but you run with it and let me know if I can help you. So I'm going to, let's see, can you unmute yourself actually?
I think I just did.
Oh, you did. Okay. And I'm going to change my screen a bit here for the recording. So you take it away, girl.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm glad you could make it. This is my first time ever hosting a Zoom call, so I'm kind of nervous and a little bit excited. But so first, I just want to thank everybody for coming on. And I'm really, really grateful for your support. So I thought I would start by sort of giving you a little background story of, my self and how I got started. So I hope that's okay with everyone. But so I wanted to talk about what my life was like before Isagenix and before I discovered my love for fitness. So basically, I want you to get a backstory about how I'm just a regular girl. Leanne makes me sound like this wonderful, magical being. And really, I'm just a regular girl who has 2 children. And one day I sort of woke up and realized that I kind of lost myself, and I'm sure there's lots of other moms out there that feel the same way. You sort of just all of a sudden realize that you've become frumpy and you're unhappy and not comfortable in your own skin. So that's kind of where I was at. And I made a decision that day that I would change my life and I would start getting healthy and I would eat right and I would work out, because really I wanted to like walk down the beach and not jiggle and be super proud of my mom body and look hot. That's basically what I wanted, to be perfectly honest. So I was going to work on that. But the trouble was I had been working hard at that for quite a few months and I wasn't seeing any results. I was eating healthy. I was doing what all the books and what the internet was telling me to do. And I was having such trouble trying to like get through workouts. I was tired. I was, working out for hours and nothing was happening. So my friend introduced me to Isagenix and everything changed. Everything changed within a couple weeks for me. And I got my energy back and I started loving my workouts, because as soon as you start to see results is when you get addicted. So that's kind of what happened to me. And then I started researching more and learning more, and you just sort of figure stuff out as you go. And that's basically all that I did. So, and then fast forward to here I am today. Leanne talks about how I'm this, wonderful workout super mom. And really, I'm just like everybody else. And I just figured out a way that worked for my body. And I did do it in my own home. I made my little gym in my basement and told my family, this is what I'm doing. I need half an hour to myself every day. And I just decided. So that's basically my story. But I wanted to give you some of my favorite tips that have really helped me. And I feel like if they could help just one of you, I would be ecstatic. So I'm going to read from my notes because I can't remember all of this stuff. So, and I get nervous when I'm trying to teach people. So here we go. My 10 tips for a successful body transformation. And these are all in my own opinion and what has worked for me. So my first one is an acronym. It's called SMART. So get smart basically is what it is. So S is for specific. So you have to figure out specifically what it is that you want to accomplish. You need to have that specific in your head and even write it down. M is for measurable. So how are you going to measure your progress? We like to say here in our Isagenix world that we use the scale, but the scale is not our friend. It doesn't tell the whole story. So you want to be measuring, whether it's by, your favorite outfit or, tape measure, right? A is for attainable. Are my fitness goals attainable? Is my goal that I'm reaching for reachable for myself? And R is for relevant. What is it that's the most important to me? What is it that's important? And time is, you have to establish a time frame. You have to pick a date. And I'm going to get into that a little bit later with mine and Leanne's story. But you have to pick a date. You have to pick an end date to reach that goal. So important. So for example, instead of saying, I just want to lose weight, you got to say, I want to lose 5 pounds every 3 weeks because I want to feel comfortable in my skin. I want to fit into my clothes and I want to have more energy for my kids. That is a SMART goal. So that was tip number 1. Number 2 is use more productive exercises. This is a big thing that I learned because I was like doing cardio for like an hour and a half. doesn't work. Resistance training is the most crucial component of a body transformation, because not all exercises are created equal. What you need to be doing is like resistance training, lifting weights. So those are like presses, rows, pull downs, squats, lunges with weights. They have the biggest fat burning potentials, right? Than cardio. 3, keep your workouts short and intense. I know a couple of people that we were speaking with today, this is a big thing. Like we don't need to spend hours in the gym. You need to spend your time working smart and intense. Some of the most spectacular body transformations have been achieved with less than 4 hours total a week. And that's because it's the intensity of your workouts that produces real results, not how long you spend in the gym. So that brings me to my next point. Ditch the conventional cardio and switch to HIIT training, high intensity interval training. Studies prove that short duration of interval workouts burn up to 9 times more fat. 9 times! That's crazy. So forget spending hours working on the treadmill and just, trudging along because you have to work out. 9 times more fat loss with HIIT workouts. That's like 15-20 minutes of hard intensity every day is going to burn way more fat, which is awesome. Number 5, I put down avoid short-term thinking. So what I mean by that is, instead of viewing your body transformation as a 12-week challenge or a 30-day cleanse or 30-day system, try to think of it more in like this is your stepping stone to a healthy lifestyle, something that you can sustain for life. That's because that's what we all want. We don't want a quick fix. We don't want to lose 15 pounds and then gain it back the next month. We want to work at something that's going to be healthy for your whole life. Number 6 is huge. Track your progress. It's so important to track your progress so you can celebrate each week of what you've accomplished and be grateful for what you've accomplished. Even if it's just 1 pound, pick up a 1 pound weight. It's amazing if you think of it that way, right? Not only does that serve as an excellent motivational tool, but it does keep you accountable too. Once you see your progress, you're going to keep doing it the next week, right? Another tip that I have is cycling your carbohydrates. A lot of people do this, and a couple of years ago I tried it myself, but I totally failed at it. But now I've been doing it a lot and I found it's really helping. So sticking to your nutrition plan can result in weight loss. But sometimes when you sort of eat the same foods over and over and the same quantities, you kind of hit a plateau. And one of the solutions to those plateaus is to try carb cycling. So like every other day, add in more carbs, and it kind of tricks your body into losing more fat. So I don't know if it works for everybody, but it definitely has